これは
プレゼント。
プルプルプルプルプルプル
お小遣い貯めた。宝石店の人に相談した。デニス様の目の色と同じ。
あ、あの少年って。
What's going on, friends? Another adorable episode in the books for Welcome to the Outcast restaurant. This was episode number 5, and this was all about the marriage, the proposal, the first boyfriend. So this was all about Atelier and her first boyfriend, you know, her first love, you know, all that stuff. And again, they are just absolutely nailing the vibes. They're nailing the dad vibes from our boy Dennis, and the fact that he is jealous, but definitely jealous in like a dad way. Like when my daughter, God forbid, you know, it's gonna happen. You know, when she first gets her first little boyfriend or goes on her first date, like I'm going to be incredibly jealous and just like I'm gonna be a nut job. Like I'm gonna be going crazy. And that's just a natural feeling for a dad to have, that's like your little person, you know what I mean? So like for him, I really love that they represented that really well. Cause he was freaky. He did all the things. He was freaking out, being a stalker, judging the boy, saying that he's not strong enough, all the things that a dad should do. He did it. And he reeled in Vivia in his partnership, in his crazy with him to go and follow Atelier and everything. Now, by the end of the episode, we find out and we figure out that, as we could suspect, right? The writing was on the wall, but we could suspect that, you know, she was doing something for Dennis. He was just getting misinformation. He was just getting things wrong. He was thinking 5 steps ahead, and really, she wasn't even there yet. At the end of the episode, we found out that, yeah, she was actually just looking to give Dennis a gift. And she ended up picking like a bracelet or like an armband or like a bracelet that matched Dennis's eyes, which is, you know, again, super duper fun and super duper adorable and just beyond cute. And outside of that, the rest of the episode was featuring Henrietta and her debt, featuring Vivia, like I said, getting reeled in. And then the new girl, I forget what her name is, but the witch girl, you know, she's now working at the restaurant under Atelier as like her senpai, which I thought was really cute too. So Dennis's plethora of, you know, really interesting folk continue to increase. And then, of course, there was the whole Katie stuff as well. Now, I'll talk about that in a second, but just really the episode was fun. It was cute. I laughed a few times, and I just really think that they just nailed that Atelier-Dennis relationship that they have, that father-daughter relationship. I just think it's adorable and it's awesome. Now, the one thing I didn't like about the episode is the Katie stuff and the past, what do you call it? The past guild or the past party he was a part of. You know, the top S rank party. Once again, she begs him to come back. And once again, it still doesn't make any sense to me on like why we're doing that, because she is the vice captain of the captain of the party, of, you know, she's second in command of the party that chose to kick him out and wanted to be better for it. So she's coming over and trying to guilt him in like, oh, you know, the folks that you supported the back line, like they're failing and, you know, everyone's complaining. It's like they had a big ass round table and they all unanimously agreed under their command of their captain, like, we need to get this guy out. He's no good. He's a waste of space. He's a waste of oxygen. And nobody defended him. But now Katie comes out the woodwork and is constantly like begging him back, saying that we need him back. And even the captain's like, he's never coming back. And like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, they're trying to guilt him and everything for something that's like, it wasn't his fault. It's not like he said, oh, I want to leave now. No, they kicked him out. He said, okay, I'm going to go then do something else. And he did. And now he built a life and now they're begging him back. So I know they're going to try and push an agenda with his past party, and they're going to try and rope him into something, or they're going to try and take him out, or something stupid is going to happen. I know, and I'm not going to like it. And I see the writing on the wall for that. So that's an annoying part. But just Katie overall, even though I like her as like a character, you know, I like that she is obsessed with Dennis and everything else. I just don't like what she brings to the table as far as like drama, like forced drama, guilt tripping, gaslighting, and all this stuff for things that she could have had control over while it was happening. But now that it's post that, it's like It just doesn't make sense to me. And then she gets shut down by her captain, just goes, okay. He's like, we'll never bring Dennis back. She's like, okay. You know, it's like, well, go, where's that passion? It's just dumb. I don't like it. But regardless, it didn't affect the episode for me because that's not what the show is about, at least to me. It's all about gourmet food and about Dennis just being an awesome dude and having all these interesting relationships with these cool people like Vivia and Henrietta and stuff. So anyways, I thought this episode was awesome. 8 out of 10. Another fantastic week of Outcast Restaurant, and I can't wait to watch more. I'll see you guys next week for episode number 6, as next week is called I've Come for Lady Atelier. So I don't know exactly what that means yet. All right, friends. Peace.